7-Eleven's the time, but Kim, what time actually is it?
It's 7-Eleven. It's time for What's Trending.
Come on.
There we go.
Wind out of your sails, Bob. Right out of your sails.
She knew
One
what
of
she was
these
doing.
days. I know. She
What's
knows.
Trending. And you are...
Ryan PC Trimble.
Woohoo! We're
I was
getting things
I was
going.
looking in your eyes and I was wondering if you were going to say it or like say it with me, but then you were just like, you can say it.
The long pause would mean you say it.
Yes, I get it. Sorry, I kind of pulled a Colin Hackman there. Just stop talking for 30 seconds.
Just
Sorry
stare
about
into
that.
space.
Banging on
Anyway,
all cylinders
so
this morning.
the spirit of Colin is here, but at any rate, let's get it started this morning with a trending roundup. So just a day after announcing that Thor will be a woman, Marvel Comics has shaken things up again because there's a new Captain America in the house. They announced on the Colbert Report last night that Sam Wilson, also known as the Falcon, will be the new protector of truth, justice, and the American way. Wilson appeared back in 1969 as the Falcon and was the first black comic book hero. This Falcon becomes Captain America in November.
So what happens to the Falcon?
What happens to the Falcon?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
We need somebody new for the Falcon,
I'm
right?
sure they'll get a new Falcon. Maybe it'll be a kid at the rate things are going.
Right? A 5-year-old.
Yeah, there we go. Well, at any rate, the ESPYs aired last night, and things got pretty weird pretty quickly. There were lots of very fun moments, but one that a lot of people are talking about was when host Drake blew in the ear of Charlotte Hornets guard Lance Stevenson in the Lance cam. It was very weird, but very funny. The sketch is making fun of Stevenson's infamous blowing incident during the 2014 NBA playoffs when he blew in the ear of LeBron James. Stay with us because we're going to have more on Stevenson when Bob Bonham brings you some sports news later in the show. But Drake was very funny. He was very funny last night. And it was just weird. It was weird. Because it's weird. I don't know. It's weird to see sports people like so lighthearted like that. But it was definitely fun.
And blowing in
And just the
people's
whole
ears. There's no way to make that not awkward
exactly
and
cause,
funny.
Because Drake was like so uncomfortable pretty much the entire night. So it was great to watch him do that. So funny. But at any rate, someone who is very comfortable with themselves is a former gymnast who became the first woman ever to qualify for the final round of American Ninja Warrior. Her name is Casey Catanzaro. Catanzaro, I practiced that, Catanzaro. And she inspired the hashtag Mighty Casey when she finished the obstacle course, earning the chance to move to the final round. She did it in a great time, and she could doubly make history if she wins because no one has yet won the American version of the show in the 5 seasons it's been on air. And she's the first woman to get all the way through to go on to the final round.
I love watching that.
Oh,
That
it's
is
such a cool
amazing.
show. Yeah,
and
yeah.
great that a woman athlete is just,
I know.
she did a great job.
Totally, yeah. And I looked it up because I thought it was interesting that in the 5 years it's been on, no one, period, has won it in America. It's a Japanese show, and it's been on since 99, I think. They've had 28 seasons, and only 5 people have won. Wow. Yeah. So it's definitely not an easy thing to do, but it would be very, very cool if she did it.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah, it was a fabulous show to watch. It's
She
so
looks
funny.
really strong.
She does,
Yeah.
yeah. And she was like little. She's 5 foot, so she's shorter than I am, if you can imagine such a thing. But she was a former gymnast, so she was able to like kind of get in there. It was great. It was really
She's
cool to
limber,
watch.
she's strong, she's agile, she's
Yeah.
quick, she's got it. She's
everything.
got it down.
Exactly.
She's
She's my,
everything
I'm
that
her
I'm
new
not.
fan.
Just think
I've
of
never
Bob
seen that
Bonner
show.
and think the opposite.
I've never seen that show. My father-in-law asked me about it the other day, and I've never seen the show.
It's really cool. It's like have you ever seen the show Wipeout? Mm-hmm. It's like Wipeout, but for talented athletic people.
That's neat.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's a lot of fun. Well, have you ever heard of Airbnb?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, Airbnb is this great company, and they've actually begun a massive rebranding of themselves with the introduction of a new logo called the Balo. They are rebranding themselves sort of as basically a community travel agent. Now, their new website puts an emphasis on shared community experiences and shows you what you can do in any given area. Airbnb's CEO Brian Chesky describes the new outlook as a world where you can belong anywhere. And it's a very cool site where basically, at first, I can already tell Kim probably wouldn't like the thought of it, but basically what you do is you log on and people put rooms in their houses up for rent. And if you're going somewhere you don't want to stay in a hotel, you can stay at someone's living room or in someone's, extra spare room or garage or something.
Huh.
That person could be home, person could be out of town, that person could, have a family and they just have an extra room. But a lot of hotel companies got sort of angry at Airbnb because they weren't paying hotel taxes.
Oh.
So, yeah. But so with their new rebranding, they're trying to move away from the idea of their fake hotel service and moving.
Well, they're
sort of
just
towards...
a website, though, right? It's not like they actually have a location.
Right, they're just
So
a website.
why-
But what you do is it's kind of like Uber, the car company, where you say, I put up my address and I say we have an extra room. If anyone wants to come stay, these are the dates I have open. And then someone will log on and say, hey, I'm coming to Wilmington. Can I stay at your house? And it offers more affordable rates than staying at a hotel for $60 or $70 a night. But
It's interesting. Sounds a little on the dangerous side. but-
well, see, they vet the people. You know, they don't just let anyone put it up. You have to go through a very rigorous process, a lot like Uber, before you can get on the website.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've heard of home sharing things where you
That's
can
that's the word. It's
kind
home
of,
sharing.
You know, if you're going to California and I'm coming to Wilmington and we trade
There's a
homes.
movie based on that, wasn't there, at one time?
I don't
a movie
know.
that I sort of saw.
I
can't remember.
honestly don't remember.
Okay, we'll just move past that one.
But yeah, it's home sharing. It's like basically professional couch surfing.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. I think it's a neat idea.
Not for people with trust issues.
That's for sure. Like this one.
Hence it can
Could
be
you use a
dangerous.
coaster?
That's going to leave a ring.
Yeah.
I didn't load my dishwasher correctly.
But it's an interesting idea, and it reminds me a lot of Uber, which is the car sharing service.
Right.
And similarly, taxi companies got angry at Uber because they said they were bringing business away from them. But
I don't know. It's all about creativity and opening new business
Exactly,
for what
you know.
people need.
instead of getting
it's
angry at
kinda neat.
another business, adapt and
Competition's
offer someone
good.
else. Exactly, definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Well, Gannon had a competition this morning for I thought maybe cutest video in the entire world, and you might have won.
Hey,
I don't
you
know,
know
maybe
what?
I'm partial.
I
but
know you're a cat guy. See, I'm a dog person, so I think the stereotype of cats is they're just going to lay around. They're going to do what they want, you know? You're not getting me to do that, person. But this cat is doing some cool stuff, and I love especially the jumps between these poles. This is, you may have heard of Parkour. This is purr-cour.
Get out.
All right, that's what it's branded as.
That's
I
awesome.
thought this was more the American Ninja Warrior for cats.
For cats, feline edition.
He's killing it. Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. He would definitely win that competition. Just his nimbleness. I mean, I know cats are supposed to be nimble, but I think this guy takes it to a whole new level. And the shots are pretty cool as well.
awesome,
This is about
yeah.
3.5 minutes of this cat parkouring his way through the park.
Everywhere.
Now we know what Ryan will be doing for the next 2.5
That
minutes.
if you,
Trying to train your cat. You're going to come and
if you don't see me for the next week, it's because Roger and I have gone to the mountains to train him as a ninja cat.
That's right.
He would
Now,
run away though, but
Do you think you could get your cat to do any of this, or would your cat be more of like,
I'm
nah,
not
buddy?
doing that kind of
it
cat.
depends. It would have to be Roger's idea. It would have to be. He would have to propose
That
it to me.
should be interesting.
So no.
Right. He would have to say, Father, I think it would be lovely if I could jump over something today.
I forgot he talked like that.
He
That's
absolutely
right.
speaks
That's
like
right.
that.
I forgot.
All right, we'll let Ryan work on that. We'll check in with you on the forecast right after this commercial break.